Have a brand, do you want to get it in front of millions of people instantly? Well, email me right now, ogod@hiphopun.com. All right, man. One thing I could say about Diddy, his name is always in a lot of controversy, but he never really addresses it. From him allegedly stealing from his artists to now him being the center of attention of people now pointing the finger at him, saying that he actually had something to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur. Well, Diddy jumped on his Instagram live and he gave a little subtle response to all the rumors out there. I'm going to play what he said and then stick around because I'm going to give you a little bit of the backstory and why people are saying that Diddy has something to do with the murder of our great brother Tupac Shakur. Rotate.
You and fuck you, motherfucker, and you too. It's up. Happy Friday! Let God and let go. Yeah.
This was yesterday on his Instagram. Subliminal message to say the least. But let me take you back, right, to a recording that maybe some of you heard, maybe some of you didn't hear. A recording with Diddy talking about the relationship between Tupac and Biggie. Rotate.
The Confessional Part 3. Diddy, Biggie, The Confessional Part 3. Biggie and Tupac. Biggie and Tupac. I'm in my trailer right now. But some things that y'all don't know. Biggie and Tupac. Yo, these cats, when they hit it off, real talk, y'all, it was like, it was like Tom and Jerry. It was like you could not separate these two. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy that they had together. It wasn't nobody trying to be gangster or thug. I witnessed it. It was just so much love, so much admiration. Excuse my computer for bugging out. I gotta learn how to fix that. Somebody hear me tell me how to fix that from happening. So much. Their relationship, it was like, for real. It was like two children in grade school that just hit it off and just hung out with each other all the time. When the whole East-West thing started, we were caught off guard, and that broke my man's heart. Broke his heart. He did not make Who Shot Ya about Tupac. That was freestyle that was done a long time ago. That's the crazy thing about music is that things come to fruition. You got to watch what you put out there. Watch the messages you put in your music, man. Watch. If you talk about death or jail, you're going to be dead. So I try to talk about money, man. Okay, back to the story. Biggie was heartbroken. The day Tupac got shot, Biggie, I'm talking about, you could feel him praying that everything was all right. Everything, once he got shot, everything was let go. You know what I'm saying? Between all of us, we just was just like praying and actually praying like almost he was signed to Bad Boy. And we didn't even care about Hit 'Em Up. We didn't care about East. We didn't care about nothing that was said, done before. This was too serious. We was just like, come on, man. Pull through. You know, after that, you know, Big was depressed for days. And that's something that always just hurt him. He never really understood that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't say, like, you know, what reason. Pop had no reason to be jealous of Big. Or it was something that just, it couldn't be understood. And, you know, that's the whole truth on the Tupac thing. You know what I'm saying?
That was a video from Diddy did maybe a couple of years ago. We were sitting down in his house kind of talking about the whole situation. Well, if you're a hip-hop head, you probably remember Tupac's infamous interview with Sway where he talked about why he felt like it was on. He felt like they set him up to get shot. So I'm going to play a little bit of that, and I'm right back on the back end to close this thing out. Rotate.
Why are people telling me I'm wrong for doing what I'm doing? They love KRS-One. He is hip-hop, am I correct?
That's true.
Right, so I'm hip-hop. I'm mad at Biggie, I'm rushing the nigga. What's the problem?
That's
If
real.
the East Coast separate themselves from Biggie, we'll do shows in the East. Everything is beautiful. But so far, the East Coast has been with every all interviews I read, every letter I read. Niggas is like, fuck Tupac, Biggie this, Biggie, like he's representative of the East Coast. So that's why I attack as though I do, because I'm a general and I'm a smart general. And I'm not gonna attack at no blind soldiers. I'm gonna attack at those attacking me. Only reason people was mad now is because I came out of jail and made this shit a reality. When I got out of jail, the West Coast, East Coast shit was really started. California love, what I was saying, put it down. And now them niggas is mad because money is fucked up. Attitudes have changed. It's not as safe as it used to be. Niggas got to think about their business steps, and that's what I wanted to happen. Now let's go to the table. Let's talk. Let's make peace. Let's work it out. Let's get a community the money.
So you saying with a conversation with guys like Puffy, Biggie, and that whole East Coast?
Sit down and conversate with Puffy or Biggie, because that's like Scarface sitting down with the dude he overthrew. East Coast, you know, half the rappers from the East Coast was there when I got shot. Nobody knew a thing. That's just like you coming to the hood and the police ask them what happened, and everybody's like, I don't know. You know they lying. And all I was doing was like, give me my proper etiquette. If Biggie was out here on the West Coast, he was in the studio with me and we homeboys, and he got shot, no, I wouldn't tell him who did it, but he would want, I wouldn't go ride on niggas who did it, but he would want to know who did it. And I'd be like, look, man, these niggas from Watts did it. Woom, this is why. They want to talk to you. When. That's how I do it. Just like when the niggas from the 60s wanted to get a trench. I went to them personally and talked to them. I do it by the rules of etiquette. So I got shot. I'm like, yo, what happened? Come see me in jail. Biggie all in the air to my yeah, Parker's my homeboy Woom, but not seeing me. My homeboy Stretch is going to Biggie's concerts. Niggas is like abandoning me. But all in the air and on TV, they like, yeah, Pop, rest, you know, keep the struggle on. I was like, yo, I'm starting to turn into like Slick Rick. Niggas is just gonna act like I'm gonna just be in jail and they gonna give me shout outs and try to take my position. And if you watch, that's what Biggie did.
All in all, man, I honestly truly believe if they were to sit down and actually have a conversation, that a lot of this could have been avoided. But, you know, they were young, tensions was high, it was a lot at stake. Different magazines was, you know, exacerbating the beef, instigating the beef. And I think the whole situation turned to something that it should have never, ever been. It should have never went that far. I think it was a lot of misunderstanding. And that's why they say communication rules the nation. A simple conversation probably could have ended this, because these guys were friends at one point. And Tupac has his different stories. And honestly, it seems like that Tupac was more angry with Biggie, but it also seems like Biggie is more emotionally reserved. Like, Biggie might not come out and tell you, right? Like Pac was necessarily, but he might be feeling a certain way. To whereas Pac, Gemini, shout out to my fellow Gemini, right? It's flying off the cuff. Like, it's all out. Like, everybody got to hear this. It's coming out. You got to hear this. This is how I feel. And if I'm not mistaken, Biggie was a Gemini, but they're two different Geminis. Like, you know, Geminis, but two different, you know, parts of the equation. Born separate days. I think one was born on the 21st, one was born like June the 16th. So, you know, I just wish that it didn't happen. I was young. I was young when this happened, very young. You know, both of these brothers passed away, so I was kind of numb at the time. I could definitely tell you at the time that the Tupac murder, you know, hit harder at that time for whatever reason. It's just a sad situation. I'm glad that maybe, possibly, hopefully the family can get some type of a closure in the situation. Do I think Diddy had anything to do with it? If you would ask me, I would say no. I will go on a limb and say no. There's no proof of it, but I would not be surprised, right? I definitely wouldn't be surprised, but nothing's really alluding. I mean, things are alluding to it, but there's no real concrete evidence that said Diddy did anything, and I don't think they're going to be able to dig up any evidence in the future or the past that said he did anything. But it's your brother, Old God Man, Hip Hop News Uncensored. I appreciate y'all listening in. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this video. Hey, share the video. Share it on Facebook, Threads, or X, Instagram. And make sure you hit the thumbs up button real quick. Everybody do it. Let's get 1,000 thumbs up real quick before we get out of here. I appreciate y'all for doing it. And I'll leave a comment what do y'all think about the whole fiasco. Or do you think Diddy did it? Or do you think he knows about it? Peace.